it is time to make some introductions. First off, to the reception, we would like to introduce you to our Maid of Honor, Abby Garbarino, and all the bridesmaids. We have Hannah Mantell, Rachel Boyer, Rachel Freiberger, Hannah Gardner, Nikki Schmidt, and Peyton Mayorder. Next up, I'd like to introduce you to the best man. He goes by the name of Ben Waters. Following him, you have your groomsmen, Max Waters, Colton Turby, Brad Freiberger, Devin Bell, Mikey Salerno, and Austin Larson. There's your bridesmaids and your groomsmen. First time here at the wedding reception, I would like to introduce you to our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Waters.
Praying, loading in and breaking down my road dog door deal dreams. Long before we ever met, I made up my direction. Long before I knew the half of half I'm sure of now. Though I'd say it ain't the way that you'd have gone about it. Follow me and lead me on and never curtain drawn, I want to taste with you. Gotta send my days in pen, the muse I ain't refusing. Part of me that ain't around, I'm always talking to. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying, I'm all yours, you're all mine. There ain't two ways around it, there ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours, you're all mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. and Mrs. Waters, we wish you a happily ever after.
I guess I'll step up front. I don't know if I even need this. I'm pretty loud. Yeah. I wouldn't have needed it last night. Talk, sir. Well, first, I had to write it down because I knew I'd screw it up if I didn't. So if it just looks like I'm reading it, just roll with me. First, I'd like to welcome all of you, family, friends, guests, and thank you all for taking the time to celebrate the beginning of Emma and Sam's life together. I'd also like to thank all of you that have helped to make sure this day is a special and memorable one for Sam and Emma. Please know that even the smallest details that you handled were ones that they didn't have to, and they truly appreciate it. I would like to welcome Sam to our family. We know you will be a great addition to our family, and you're just crazy enough to fit in with our kind of crazy. Your kind heart towards Emma and the way that you show her the love that you show her touches our hearts. For those of you who don't know, I'm Dave Terbeek, Emma's dad, and her mother, Marilyn. We've looked forward to this day for a very long time. First, we know how happy it'll make Emma to become Mrs. Sam Waters. Damn it. But equally, she's now your Sam, and there's no take-backs. Hey, what I didn't mention, we've been storing a lot of stuff in our basement, and when I say storing, it was at Emma's recommendation, but more like orders. So from now on, every trip to Indy, we're just gonna bring new stuff and spread it all over your house and leave, just like someone else. We learned that one right from Emma. On a serious note, they always say you're supposed to have a quote. So this one's from my grandfather. Rear view mirror's 3 inches by 6 inches. Your windshield's 3 by 6 feet. Spend way more time looking forward than looking back. I need a drink. It's not done. I wrote a lot. I stand here today thinking of all the memories of Emma Sue, so many to choose from, most great, some not so much. I struggle to find just the one thing to say about my little girl. I should have never put that in there. To all of you who know Emma, you know she has a fierce personality. She attacks everything she does with passion, spirit, and never accepts good enough. Well, imagine that as a 3-year-old, and it hasn't changed. She generally asks a question or 20, but it's because she wants to know. If she's your friend, you become part of her. She loves with the same fierce spirit, so all of you must know how she looks at life. I've always tried to encourage her to be independent, to feed her never back down mentality, and even when it's a lot to handle. But I think it served her well, and it helped her make her the woman she is today, and helped her marry the man that she loves so desperately. So Sam, we love you, and we're glad you're part of the family. As I reflected on writing this speech, I smiled, I cried, but mostly I just felt the warm emotion of a father's love. There are so many great memories I could share, but the best of all is just being her dad. After a few cocktails, I'll share the other ones. They all say it to share some relationship advice, and well, here's mine. Talk to one another, but more importantly, listen. Make sure you're present in every moment. I would also encourage all of you here today to share some wisdom for them, to help them. They say it takes a village. Well, each and every one of you in the room today is part of Sam and Emma's village. They love you for it, and just like the roads you traveled here to get here, there's certainly potholes and a lot of orange barrels in our village. Now I'd all like you to raise a glass to the newlyweds. To Sam and Emma, may your life be filled with love. May you respect and cherish one another all the days of your lives. Love you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ben. I am Sam's brother. You know, what a lovely day to celebrate their wedding today. I would like to thank you all for coming out to celebrate the newlyweds. And just to emphasize off of what our dad was talking about last night, Sam was indeed an ugly baby. Growing up, sports were a big part of our childhood. We were in many youth sports: football, basketball, baseball. We even both tried a year of youth soccer. I'd say, but most of the memories come from us getting rough playing in the backyard. Of course, all of those stories end with Sam yelling, "I'm going to tell Mom." But we must have done something right, because we ended up having pretty good high school careers and both played in college. People often ask me about the Waters sports legacy, the athletic prowess of the Waters brothers. And yes, people, the rumors are true. We did single-handedly buy a Florida home for our orthopedic surgeon. Thanks, Mom and Dad. When Sam brought Emma home to meet the family, I was glad to finally see another Michigan fan added to our midst.
Go Blue!
Always a good quality to have. I soon realized that she truly loved and cared for my brother. She's very kind, driven, and always willing to lend a helping hand. She also compliments Sam well. His weaknesses are her strengths, and her strengths are his weaknesses. But I'm very happy you two found each other. So with that being said, congratulations. Everyone, let's have a wonderful night. And here's to the lovely couple. Oh, sorry.
Hi, everybody. I'm Abby. I'm the maid of honor, but Emma's cousin and more like a sister. Can we all just take a moment and admire just how angelic Sam looks tonight? Just kidding. Emma, you look exquisite. She's a 10 out of a 10, am I right? That's true. So as many of you know, Emma is my first cousin. My brother Jake and I, Colin and Emma, we're all 3 years apart, 2 to 3 years apart, so we were pretty much raised like siblings. When we were younger, I wanted to be just like Emma, and Emma wanted to be just like Lizzie McGuire. We used to wear matching outfits, have tea party photo shoots, and play dress up for hours. Our model was the dog. Then as the years went on and we grew into young adults, Emma went to U of M where she pursued an engineering degree and became a sister and lifelong friend to many of the girls in this room tonight. Being the younger one, Emma made sure to show me the ropes of a college student before I went to Arizona. We went to U of M games, plenty of sorority parties, and we went to the library
All over the
once.
age of 21.
All over the age of 21.
Promise.
After spending countless hours pursuing an incredibly difficult degree, the one piece of advice that she sent me off to college with was, enjoy your friends and don't drink your freshman year away, alone. Then life went in a different direction after graduation, and she moved to Indianapolis, where she met so many people that changed her life forever. She excelled in an environmental engineering career. She joined a church where she met some lovely people and did Bible study every week. And at the time, we didn't know it, but Prince Charming was right around the corner. Emma and Sam met one day in Indianapolis, probably out at a bar. And I remember Emma coming home for Christmas break, and this guy just kept calling her. And I'm like, who is this boy that keeps calling you? And she was like, his name is Samuel. From that year on, Sam basically was part of our family. From lake house weekends, Christmases, he fit right in. Sam, I am so happy to have you a part of our family. Not only are you amazing at shotgunning beer, but he is a determined man and never gives up on her. So much to the point that this man hiked the tallest mountain in Arizona in Hey Dudes so that she could see the top.
And I jumped over a rattlesnake.
And he jumped over a rattlesnake, everybody.
True story. Very true.
He loves Emma and her family unconditionally and wholeheartedly. From new jobs to new houses and lots of fun adventures, they've stuck by each other's side. Not only have they been great friends for each other and significant others, but they make fantastic partners for life. Emma and I have dreamt of this day since we were little girls, but we didn't know that God's plan was so much better than we ever imagined. I can't even tell you how lucky I've been to call Emma my sister. And I'm so proud of the woman that you've become, and I'm so happy that our family is growing. So welcome to the family, Sam. And let's toast to the Waters.
before we partake in dessert, the bride and the groom must cut their wedding cake and feed each other a piece of wedding cake as husband and wife.
Needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. With sweet love and devotion, touching my emotion, I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Oh, oh yeah, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I close my eyes at night.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's your bride and your groom. Congratulations once again. We wish you a happily ever after, Mr. and Mrs. Waters.
I went, you know, I've been there before, but you brighten up for me all of my days. With a love so sweet in so many ways, I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Oh, oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. You were better to me than I was to myself. For me there is you and there ain't nobody else. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you.
Please join your daughter on the dance floor. We have a very sentimental song picked out for the two of you.
Summer's gone and school is back. It's my turn to help you pack. I'll keep your room exactly how it is. I know you gotta go out on your own. So proud of you, you know. You're the best thing that this old man ever did. When I'm missing you and all the stars come out, I sing this prayer when the quiet gets too loud. I hope you see the seven wonders. I hope you sail the seven seas. I hope you let the whole world in your heart, but you still got room for me. I hope you find a guy that treats you right. On your wedding night I'll raise a toast. Hope he understands I'll always be the man who loves you the most. Trust your gut, hold your own, but a life without aim to forgive the wrongs and love yourself. That's the hardest thing to do. If your back's against the wall, baby, come on home. I'm always here for you. And when you sing the seven wonders, when you sail the seven seas, when you change the whole world with your heart, I hope you think of me. When I go to sing my final song, hope you celebrate and raise a toast. If you cry, they'll understand. For the man who loved you the most.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is your bride and her father. Thank you very much for sharing such a sentimental moment with all of us here in attendance today. Okay, I need a groom. I need a stunning groom to make his way out towards the center of the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, we know who he is. It's Mr. Sam Waters. I need the mother of the groom. Becky Swing, please make your way out towards the center of the dance floor. Join your son in a very sentimental moment as well. Here is your groom and his mother.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roll. And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. And may you grow to be proud, dignified and true. And do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and in my heart you'll always stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May good fortune be with you, may your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven with a prince or a vagabond. And may you never love in vain, and in my heart you will remain forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young,
Ladies and gentlemen, there is your groom and his mother. Thank you very, very much. All of the married couples, please make your way to join our bride and our groom out there on the dance floor. All of the married couples, let's celebrate Mr. and Mrs. Waters. Once again, all of the married couples, we are looking for the role model for our bride and our groom. I have a song that I'm going to play, and I'm going to pick the couples off of the crowd one by one in reference to how long you have been married. We are looking for the role model for the bride and the groom here this evening. Here we go.
40 HP Johnson on a flat bottom metal boat. Coke cans and BB guns are wiring old fence posts.
If you have been married for 1 year or less, 1 year or less, bride and groom, stay out there. Bride and groom is the exception to the rule. 1 year or less, please make your way back to your table.
And probably always will, like a cup of coffee and a sunrise, Sunday drives and time to kill. What's the point of this old guitar
If you have been married for 5 years or less, 5 years or less, please make your way off of the dance floor.
It's a match made up in heaven.
We appreciate your participation, but you are not our role model for the evening.
Your license in my wallet.
10 years or less. If you've been married for 10 years or less, please make your way back to your table. The bride and groom loves you, but you're not our role model.
Like rain on an old tin roof. Your hand fits right into mine like a needle in hoping things just go better together. And probably
15 years or less. 15 years or less. We need to weed you out of the crowd. Again, the bride and the groom loves you dearly, but you are not the role model.
Pouring your heart into a song that you ain't gonna sing. It's a match made up in heaven, like good old boys.
20 years or less. 20 years or less. Go find a seat.
Sometimes we're oil and water, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
22 years or less.
Being honest, your first and my last name would just sound better together.
25 years or less.
Like a cup of coffee and a sunrise, Sunday drives and time to kill.
30 years or less.
This old guitar, if it ain't got no strings.
30 years or less. 35 years or less. 35 years or less. 36. 37. 38. All right, if we can leave our bride and our groom, as well as our winners out there on the dance floor, we have found our role model for the evening. Give me a moment to make my way out there. Excellent photo opportunity, but bride and groom and our winners, come on over here. I don't want to get too close to the speakers. They may scream at me. Okay, so who do we have here? What are your names and what is your relation to the bride and or groom?
I'm Jerry Falk, my wife Maureen. Our relation is we're good friends with his parents.
Becky and Brian.
Oh.
I gotta say something too. So Maureen was at the hospital when I was born, or you were there shortly after, and I know the ugly baby thing has come up a few times, and Maureen looked right at my mom and just went, "Oh, Becky," when she first saw me, so.
True stories. Got proof. All right. So, you two folks have been together for quite some time. If you could be the role model of the evening and give one piece of advice to our bride and our groom, what would your advice be?
Just remember, compromise means happy wife.
Your thoughts on this? What is your advice?
To keep a lot of laughter in your marriage and just love each other and keep God in the middle of it. You'll be all right. You'll make it. So, congrats, you guys.
There we go. We found our role model. We have our bride and our groom. Howdy, 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 and welcome to the Ivy House to celebrate the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Waters. Our best advice, hop on in, the water's fine. The band is ready. Are you ready? You've seen him in Nashville, Tennessee. You've seen him open up for Brad Paisley, Lee Brice, and the Steve Miller Band. But tonight, he is headlining the wedding reception for Mr. and Mrs. Waters. Please welcome to the stage What's Up Magazine's two-time Country Artist of the Year and Nashville recording artist, the Hubie Ashcraft Band.
everybody like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Then I float on down the river, it's to the Cajun highway. Come on, Brad. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you got no money. People on the river, the half is a gift. Big wheels keep on turning, the cranberry keep on burning. Rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Ooh, we be rolling, 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 rolling on the river. We gotta be rolling, 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 rolling on the river. I said, whoop, toot, 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 whoop, toot, 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 whoop, toot, toot, yeah. Used to spend my night time in a ballroom. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for my own and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as the glass of brandy. Honey, I stay so on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. From the bottom of the bottle's always dry. When you poured out your heart, I didn't waste you. Cause there's nothing like your love that gets me high. Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay so on your love all the time. Oh, Mr. Hibby Ice Crack. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. honey, how's this stone on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, all Tennessee whiskey, all Tennessee whiskey.